Hey everybody, welcome back to Home Gym Hacks and Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing the Powertec Workbench Lat Tower option. Stay tuned. This is my fourth Powertec Lat Tower, and I'm on my fourth one not because they keep breaking down, but because every time I move, I sell all of my gym equipment and start over. My first Lat Tower I attached to one of the old gray Powertec power racks that you could get from bodybuilding.com. My second one I attached to the old gray Powertec Smith machine, which was a tank, and the third one I attached to one of the black Powertec power racks. Way before some of these newer equipment manufacturers started to put high-low pulleys on the back of their power racks, Powertec was doing it about 20 years ago. This order traveled from coast to coast in about a week via Custom Companies, which is a freight company. The shipment arrived in excellent condition, as Powertec did a great job of shrink wrapping the pallet. The Lat Tower consists of 2 boxes, and the plate stack set consists of 4 boxes of plates and the spike. I will be attaching the Lat Tower to the roller smith, so an additional connector piece is needed. A connector is needed for the half rack too, but not for the power rack. One of my earlier reviews is for the Powertec Roller Smith machine, so if you want any more information about it, check out that video. This is another excellent packing job by Powertec. Everything took about 45 minutes to unbox, and some of the cables are already run, which is very helpful. The first part of the build required me to remove the workbench connector and attach the base frame, and then attach the workbench connector back. Because I have the plate stack, I will not be using the slide support tubes. I then connected the guide rods and rubber stoppers. Each plate is individually wrapped, and there is a bushing inside of each plate. In order to slide the plates down the guide rods, the ring stoppers will need to be removed. Just remember to bolt them back. With the plate stack, this silver tube will need to be removed, and I didn't have an Allen wrench to fit this bolt, so I had to use a vice grip. Once the spike is placed in the carriage, put the bolt back. Once all the plates are put down the guide rods, slide the carriage down the rods, and make sure the pin goes into each plate. At this point, I attached the uprights and tightened all the bolts, and ran the cables and attached the weight horns. I did one final check to make sure the pin lined up with the plates before attaching the stickers, which are actually better than stickers because they are thick and textured with 3M backing. Next, I attached the cover support frame, connected the yellow plate to the back of the supports, then attached the Powertec cover. The foam rollers bolt on, and they are durable, dense, and comfortable, and the leg support tube is threaded, which makes it much less likely to bend. There are 2 cables. The first one is threaded into the carriage, runs between the guide rods, up and over the first pulley, then down and behind the double pulley, and then up and over the back pulley, through the frame and out. The lower cable bolts on, goes up and between the support tubes, over the double pulley, back down between the support tubes, behind the bottom pulley, all the way through the frame, and then out. Overall, this was a pretty easy build, but there were a few bolts that were difficult to get to, and I didn't have a socket to fit them, so I had to use a wrench in a tight spot. Once attached to the Smith machine, the tower looks fantastic without adding too much to the machine's footprint. Its dimensions are 33 inches by 41 inches by 80 inches. It weighs 140 pounds, and with the 210-pound Smith, the 190-pound weight stack, and the 90-pound workbench, the total weight of all of this is 650 pounds, making it rock solid. I am a big fan of the yellow backplate, which is something new Powertec is offering, as their older machines simply had a sticker on the front pulley covers. I'll be removing the Smith support plate as it's no longer needed. The Lat Tower comes with a lat bar, a revolving curl bar, a chain which will be needed for some exercises, 3 carabiners, and 2 collars that have rubber stoppers inside of them so the weight horns are not damaged. I find it interesting Powertec includes the collars because the stainless steel weight horns are angled. In fact, with all of my Powertec purchases, I've amassed a huge collection of collars. I'm not quite sure what to do with them other than make an insanely awesome necklace, but in the meantime, I will use them as 1-pound weights on the weight horn. I'm always glad Powertec includes touch-up paint because 9 out of 10 times I drop something like I did with the yellow back cover and cut the powder coat with the touch-up paint. It's like it never happened. I like that most of Powertec's cable systems are plate loaded, or if you want to spend the extra money and get the 190-pound weight stack, that's an option for $490. Right out of the gate, it was super smooth, but some silicone spray took it to the next level. I really like how the Powertec flat incline decline bench connects to the Smith machine, as most of Powertec's pieces work in conjunction with one another, including the bench and the 6 different plate-loaded attachments. Depending on the exercise you are doing, the bench can slide horizontally along its frame, and if your attachment hangs low or if you are tall, the bench can be set at a decline to ensure you get a full range of motion during pull downs. I did add some stall mats just as an additional place to put my foot. There is about 45 inches of space between the Smith's safeties, which allows for plenty of room if you are using a long attachment. Pull downs feel super smooth and effective, and when the Smith bar is in the top position, there is about 4 inches of space between the pulley and the bar. The pulley is 75 inches high, which is actually 2 inches shorter than the lever gems, and for some pull down exercises, it works best if the Smith bar is moved into its lowest position. With the bench connected, I can perform one of my all-time favorite back exercises, the chest supported row. I have found sitting on the bench in the decline position to be a more lower back friendly row than sitting on the floor. In addition to pull downs and rows, the lat tower is great for lateral raises, and the Smith bar serves as a great anchor point for your freehand. Standing curls, seated curls, and preacher curls with the preacher curl attachment are all great options for biceps. The lower cable is great for shrugs, and the upper cable is great for any tricep pushdown variation. With the roller pads, Nordic curls and split squats are great options. No setup is required when going from the lower pulley to the upper pulley, so supersetting exercises is seamless. I considered getting and reviewing Powertec's well-received lat machine and even the lat tower attachment, which has undergone a recent upgrade, but I wanted to increase the versatility of the Roller Smith machine and add a piece to the garage gym that takes up very little space. In fact, it only adds 2 feet to the back of the Smith. While the plate stack is not necessary because the machine has weight horns, if you can get it, I do recommend it just to decrease the transition time and make your life easier if you are pyramiding, doing supersets, or doing drop sets. The only complaint I have about the lat tower is the cable will rub the frame on some exercises like standing face pulls. I could fix this with a metal grinder. It has a 500-pound weight capacity and a 1-to-1 pulley ratio. And how do I know it has a 1-to-1 pulley ratio? Well, I can measure the distance the pulley travels in relation to the weight stack, or right now, I have the pin in the 170-pound plate, and it's just about budging, and I weigh just at 170 pounds. Some features that sets this apart from others on the market is the fact that you can add on this 190-pound plate stack, and if you don't want that, just use the weight horns, which are stainless steel and angled. Also, this piece includes the roller pads, which can be adjusted into 3 different positions. Many times when you get a power rack or a Smith machine from another company, this isn't on there. This does make it a little bit difficult to put the pin in the plates, but it's not that big of a deal. Also, you've got bar storage up here. If you already have one of the Powertec racks or the Smith machine, I highly recommend the lat tower option. It sells for $899 with free shipping, and when you attach it to one of the racks or the Smith machine, you have a tank. Thanks so much for watching. If you found anything in this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Also, I am a Powertec affiliate, so if any of my videos have helped you, please consider using my Powertec affiliate link when you make your Powertec purchase at no additional cost to you. You can find me on Instagram at Home Gym Hacks and Reviews, and remember, if your equipment lacks, I got the hacks. Take care, everyone.